Hi, my name is Steve Oakers with the Steve Oakers Group. We're here today to talk about short sales. We've got a lot of information to go through, and we're seeing it throughout the marketplace happening more and more. So we're hoping that these education videos will allow you to understand the process of short sale and give you enough information to then proceed on giving us a phone call to help you through that situation. We're here today with...
Hi, my name is Donna Tashchin. I am with Rapid Real Estate Solutions, and we're a solutions company that helps people with different real estate problems and helps people with loss mitigation.
When you say team and work together, I mean, how much time are they going to have to put into the transaction, I guess, to get their home sold as a short sale? And really, what is the advantage? Most of my folks that are sitting across the table that are in this place are pretty exhausted.
Yes,
they've been beat down pretty good and are hurting. What is it that the one they can expect from us probably, and two, what is it that we're really going to need from them as far as a team atmosphere to get this thing done, to hopefully get them on the right track again?
Well, the biggest thing again is getting all the documents together. That's really what you're looking for from a homeowner. And any other communication that occurs from then on with the lender, they'll get letters and things like that kind of thing needs to be updated. As far as why it benefits them, is the best thing is that a short sale is negotiated again, and it helps them with their credit. And that is important to most people. Some people, though, when they're so beat down, I don't really care. Just get me out of it. Right. So it's still working. There is options, calling and finding out what your options are and deciding what is best for each homeowner, because some people may want a deed in lieu and not even deal with the short sale.
Sure.
So, there's different aspects that, depending upon the homeowner and what they want to accomplish and what is important to them.
Okay. Timeline. We hear so often about foreclosures, obviously, in the marketplace, and people see them on GRAR or wherever they're searching for foreclosures. It's harder to search for short sales, but they're starting to show those a little bit more. But, as a buyer and as a seller, what is the process that happens as far as timeline for a deal to come together?
Well, the first step in the short sale is the property is listed and all of the financial documents are submitted to the lender. We ask for then an approval for a short sale at that point. And with the new stipulations, they should be giving us a number. Okay. Once that's done, they should be giving us some type of number. So,
do you have any idea of how long that would take? How long does it take now, and how long are we hoping it's going to take? Maybe that's the best way of saying it.
To get a pre-approval is right around a month. This is without an offer on the table. Okay, this is just the beginning stages. Sometimes longer if the bank comes back and said, no, I want a different bank statement or a different, that kind of thing, or they can't find the documents that you sent them. Those kinds of things can delay it up to 2. But generally speaking, it's around a month. And they're saying with the new ones that it'll be around 10 days, but I'm not really holding my breath. We'll wait and see how all that works. Once all of that is done, and then the house is marketed. Now that's a time that you can't determine how long it's going to take until an offer is received. What we're experiencing, though, is we're really encouraging agents we work with to really price their house right. Current market, whatever, or right at, right under, that, again, current market is hard to determine in a lot of areas. So, but pricing it right. Once that's done, offers are coming pretty quickly. We're seeing that more and more that they're coming. So once an offer is received, then that is submitted. A complete short sale package is submitted to the lender. And then we're talking usually 2 to 4 months for approval from that period of time.
Till close?
Till close. We have seen longer, but that's generally what we're finding. So the old process is either 1 to 2 months from the beginning, and then another 2 to 4 months.
Once an offer happens. Or from an offer, we're talking 2 to 4 months, depending on the bank.
Depending upon the bank.
Okay. How are we pricing typically for a 1 week offer / pending deal? Or are we pricing according to the market that we're planning on it selling within the first month, and then if it doesn't, we're lowering prices from there? How do the banks look upon your pricing structure?
Predominantly, the bank is looking at their offer is accepted off of the BPO or the appraisal that they order.
Okay.
And they have a percentage that they will take of the appraisal. Every lender has their own formula.
Okay.
Is a percentage of that. So that's what you're looking for.
Okay. And
as far as pricing it in the first week that it will sell, or the first month, that's again such a variable rate of how it is priced. The more behind the homeowner is, and if they really want to sell it short, the more important it is to price it really accurate for a fast sale.
Okay.
If they have just started the process and they don't want to move too quick, then you have some time.
Okay.
So a lot of it depends on the homeowner's situation, what I would recommend doing, but if they're coming up and they're 3 months behind already, you don't want to mess around with pricing it higher and then doing a reduction and a reduction and a reduction. So each case is a different situation on how the homeowner feels and how they want to progress. But generally, try to price it as close to market value, getting an offer so that they can move on with their life.
Okay.
Some of them aren't ready to move on quickly, so it determines.
Okay.
You asked a question before, I believe, about whether how the homeowner affects with the equity loss.
Right.
And how they feel
right.
about that.
Obviously, we have an emotional tie to what we thought our value was, because obviously we got an appraisal maybe on a refi 3 years ago that's it can be between our 80 and 100. You know, we talked about a house that we have a loan on that's 80, 100,000, but now is worth 80. But we had an appraisal for 105 or 115 just 3 years ago on the same home. How do we tie that emotional connection in between understanding that the market is at 80,000 now, and also does it affect any way, shape, or form sort of their bottom line of getting out? How does that connection work?
Well, generally, when you're talking about $20,000, the bank isn't having. That's common, unfortunately.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
As far as the homeowner goes, what you're asking is a lot more than just the equity. It's their emotional tie to the whole home and the process. And as realtors, we recommend that you help them walk through that process. This is not your house anymore, to disassociate from that and to help them walk through it. And to also encourage them, it doesn't matter what it sells for.
Yeah.
Really, it isn't affecting you. If we can negotiate the debt down, the bank forgives you for the rest, and you can walk away and start fresh. This is to your benefit, and you have to kind of let it go. And it's hard, but it is a process to hold their hand through and to walk through, because it is emotional. Homes is emotional buying situation.
And that sort of goes back to the teamwork that the seller has to come to that point of understanding that even though we're not trying to be jerks in a way by saying your house is worth less than what you owe, that's honestly where it sits, and we have to pull ourselves away from that piece now if we're really going to move forward.
And where they have more of a problem is, I have one that I'm working with that the loan is for 100 and the purchase offer came in at 18.
Yeah.
But that's market value.
Yeah.
Really, and the bank can't believe it.
Yeah.
So those kinds of issues make it much, much harder to price it right. But when you're talking 20, 30,000, unfortunately, it's more common.
Okay. Thanks so much, Donna, for going through all this stuff. It's a lot of information, and we hope that people give us a call so we can help them through that emotional process of getting their house sold.
Yes, bringing help to people.
Hope you're well. Thanks a lot, and we look forward to working with you.